So what's the most unusual use case that can be covered with Gen AI today? So now this is, I think just with all of your experience building, using Gen AI tools.
Yeah.
So I don't think this is really advertising specific, but yeah, I mean, in all of your
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
experience as a creative, I think you'd have a good perspective on this. So
Yeah. So I actually have a recent case study that is, I think really unusual and awesome. So we have a
cool.
law firm out here in California that we work with that's advertised through our platform multiple times. And one of the partners texted me. He's like, "Hey, crazy idea. There was a injury at an Amazon warehouse out here in California. Could you turn around like a workers' comp ad today that would target potentially other people that have been injured at warehouses and blanket their zip code so
Yeah.
we could see if anyone else will come forward? Because for them, that's worth
Oh
hundreds of
yeah.
thousands, if not millions of dollars. And
Oh yeah.
our
Yeah. Yeah.
250 minimum is
Personal
nothing.
injury attorneys. I'm
Yeah.
familiar with that business. That's the
Yep.
side of law. They are printing money, or they
Yep.
potentially can. Yeah. That's
So
cool.
we did it. We did it.
Wow.
And ran
Wow.
the campaign, turned
Yeah.
it around in less than 24 hours. And he's
Amazing.
like, I'm going to hit you up every time news breaks and run campaigns. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you just literally gave me a new, I'm supposed to be the innovator with the great product roadmap. I'm like, breaking news, Gen AI commercials. Like that is, you have to play to the advantages and the speed and the audience target and like the personalized
Yeah.
audience targeting
Yeah.
are the advantage
Yeah.
Gen AI
Yeah.
brings. And if he would
Yeah.
have brought that to a creative shop, that'd be like,
Yeah.
great, here,
Yeah.
give us 2 weeks, we'll get that back. And he's like,
Yeah.
2 weeks, it's in the news right now. We want to show it to people that
Exactly.
are going to be like, oh wow, look at that Amazon thing. I also got hurt. Maybe I should come forward. So I'm like, oh, this is a whole new roadmap thing. I'm like, hey guys, we need to figure this out. So it was
That
awesome.
is, I love it, and not to be, we're not advocating for trying to profit off, terrible situations. But a corollary that I recall, I remember hearing years ago. And I had family a long time back in Florida, and of course, you have in the Midwest, you have, tornadoes, and in Florida, you have hurricanes, and so there's weather, and one of these comes through, and all of a sudden, there's hundreds of homes that need new roofs. There's
Yep.
there's all the damage, right? And they actually
Yep.
used to call the roofers storm chasers. And they were, now it usually was not a good thing because usually the work was a little shoddy, and but they swoop into town because the insurance companies are almost just standing there writing checks,
Yep.
and they would come in, and you think like, wow, how amazing, if you could get an ad that's hyper relevant for some, for some news or something that's really relevant at that
Yes.
moment and
Yep.
in that area.
Yes.
Wow, that is, I mean, that's a whole new frontier for advertising. So
Yep.
that's
Yeah, I
pretty
thought it was
cool.
I love when
Yeah,
like a customer blows your mind and puts something on your
yeah,
product roadmap. I'm like, wow.
yeah,
That's when you know
yeah,
you
yeah,
got
yeah.
a cool product market fit.